this Mount Kitangla. By the way, you might want to know that the Abu Sayyaf only here. Abu Sayyaf is thousands of miles to the south. I only knew about this when I actually went there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have waited for 10 years. Abu Sayyaf, yes, they are still operating, but no chance that they can get you. So go ahead, fully confident. All right. Mount Kitangla. What? Mount Kitangla National Park. It was declared National Park in December 1990 and has since been designated as IBA, Important Bird Area. And partly the national park or the destination is because they started finding the Philippine Eagle. And the Philippine Eagle mostly in the Dao, Wangan and Malay Balay. These are the small districts within that here, somewhere here. That's the town where we went to, our staging point, because all the supplies were loaded there, and then they picked us up, talk a little bit more. Malay Balay is another town. And when the Philippine Eagle was found there in 1990, the government vaccinated. The Philippine hawk eagle, also an endemic raptor, again seen in Dalwangan in sizable numbers, and that was as early as 1994. So I picked it from this public Haribon Foundation. That is the source. This is our Alex Tiongwo. He was most helpful. Without him, we wouldn't have been able to make on this trip because we are totally new. So Liu Take, Yancy, my wife. Unfortunate for Ronald, I think Ronald is all new to you because you had to leave us. You know, after 4 days in Manila, he had to fly home for his BC practice. I think your friend called you, huh? Hi, legal work. So we said, we bid farewell to Ronald at the airport in Manila. Then so this is the place, Ronald, where the beginning of the track up there. So this jeep came in very useful. Before the jeep was used, people who wanted to go to Mount Kitangla had to trek 3 to 5 hours, depending on how strong you are. 3 to 5 hours. Of course, you have porters, but you yourself have to carry your own body up the hill first. So we were very happy to pay the fee charge. Not much, but it is a communal project and more or less an eco-tourism project, which is good for the community. These people are quite poor, they are mostly agriculturalists. So they got this project. I think, I suspect Alex and his friend helped them to come up with this idea. Otherwise, the local people wouldn't have thought about acquiring this old jeep to ferry birds. Before we went there, I think Singapore group were there as well. So they came back with very good recommendations. That's why we went. So you can see that we were all ready. And also a Pony Express to take you up. If you don't feel like walking, the last 40 minutes, actually you have to walk 40 minutes. You know. Why? Because the jeep only takes you up to the foothill of Mount Kitangla.
It says that not for hire.
I know. Well, not for high, you pay the right money, you go in. So, I was saying that the Pony Express available. I think Yancy and my wife took the Pony Express.
Hey, coming down.
Coming down. Well, you know why? I suspect going up full of excitement, a lot of energy. After seeing the Philippines, no more energy comes down. By a Pony Express energy. Anyway, all the supplies came in, loaded in, we all climbed in, and this jeep took us something, how long? 30 minutes? 40 minutes through jungles, tracks, all the way up to the foothill. Dump us there. Then we started the walk. That's where we finally reached, known as Eagle Lodge. About 1,000 meters above sea level. It was originally constructed by an American. He was so fascinated by the Philippine Eagle, he wanted to promote the area, so he constructed that basic structure. And then later on I was told that it's a tomato company, Del Monte, came out with more money to put up into a 2-story. That man came out only 1 story. Then this second story, the first story is devoted entirely for sleeping quarters. Nobody allowed to put meals up there. All your meals here. And from the Eagle Lodge, as you look down, that would be the start of the trail to go in to look for the eagle. And while we were there, if the lodge is somewhere here, you just look through. In the evening, they took us and they found for us the Philippine frogmouth. It's just there only. There only. I just follow him and then at night, 8 p.m. Oh, the frogmouth there. But I didn't take it again. I'm going to show you somebody's photo. What you see here are the local people. They are mainly agriculturalists. And I don't know why they come in. Maybe, I think they had some produce to take down. And as we all know, despite being a national park, like many parts of Southeast Asia, encroachment is a regular affair. Cutting down. I will talk a little bit on the conservation issue at the end. This is the one that I found. 8 p.m. Good light. He was just doing his little dance. I think he shake his feathers after the rain. So there you are, the endemic frogmouth. Is it big? It's about like that. I would think it's slightly bigger than a Javan frogmouth. That's all. This coming back to your Eagle Lodge, because you might want to know it, because if you go there, this is the place that you're going to have all your meals downstairs. Cooking area. Basic, very basic, but comfortable enough, and then you have the steps go up by the side. These are all the cabinets.
So they are cooks, is it?
Yes. The one we district organized food, accommodation, cook, comes everything. So we spend how much? 1,500 ringgit? Yeah. 1,500 ringgit for 12 days. Not bad. Excluding, excluding your Asia, so 2,000. So you can see my dirty backpack, and then I don't know whose is this. It's a very sophisticated. I think must belong to Alex. This photograph starts showing you how we walk along. Going through, looking for the eagle. This man is called Adri. He's a bird guide, very well versed. He runs his own company, birding tour, so we use him. And you might notice that it is only up in the hilltops that you have a primary forest. All this lalang secondary, all secondary. That's about the sad part about this area. And looking down from Mount Pithecophaga towards the lowland, I think it tells you about how pristine that area is. Back to the distribution of the Philippine Eagle. Mindanao, you can find. Visayas Islands, you can find. Sorry, Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao. These are the three main areas. Most of the people go there, as I mentioned earlier. This is my handwork. So, apologies first. Apology for the poor inmates, but mighty proud of myself.
Unmistakable.
I was very excited, you know. Because, wow, the fellow already sitting there, so quickly moving on, then shaking hands. Second morning, we went there on a Friday, on Saturday morning, got it. Other people, 3 days, nothing. So we consider ourselves quite lucky according to the guy. No guarantee, but we consider ourselves, wow, second day I already got it already. So relaxed. But not really relaxed. I went up to, I followed them the next day, or some of us opted to rest and recover. I followed the guide to Mount higher up to look for the Apo sunbird, another highly sought after Mount endemic. This is the, again, not my handiwork anymore. That is what you get an image of the Philippine Eagle. Broad, long wings, very white, you know, all white here. And when you see perch, it has got very shaggy crest falling down, but massive bill, hook, and you will understand why it is so big. I think it allows you to tear out all the fur of the lemurs, reptiles, small birds, including hornbill. This one will be just easy meat. They're all taken by this bird. That's another book. You see, it's all brown. Actually, in terms of coloration, you would say that it is not that striking. It's all brown here. Under wing, the birds are a bit darker, but it's because of the shape. I think it's under the wing. But otherwise, you can only see fine barring. Very broad secondaries. And when it goes on the soaring, the fingers are all spread out, just like you imagine black eagle fingers all open up.